Can I ask you something? Have you been spending hours scrolling Zillow, looking at beautiful homes, saving your favorites, comparing floor plans, maybe even picked out your dream kitchen? If you have, I completely understand. Because if you were sitting across the table from me today, that's probably the very first thing you'd want to show me. And before we look at a single house, I'd probably stop you. Not because the homes are beautiful, but because I think you're asking the wrong question. And here's why that matters. I don't want you moving here, buying a beautiful home, only realize a year later you're in the wrong place. Because changing countertops is easy, changing communities isn't. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how I'd help you choose where to live before you ever look at a house. And I honestly believe if you do these 5 things first, you'll make a much better decision. So, if you and I were sitting for coffee today, here's what we talk about. First, I talk about your weekends. Second, we talk about the lifestyle you're hoping to build. Third, we would figure out which Southwest Florida community actually fits that lifestyle. Fourth, we'd make sure your budget supports the life you want, not just the house. And only then we would start looking at homes. Let's start with your weekends. Can I ask you something? Picture your first Saturday after you've moved. No unpacking, no errands, no stress, just a normal Saturday. Where are you? Maybe you're walking the beach, maybe you're golfing, maybe you're taking your boat out, maybe you're meeting friends for brunch. Maybe you're sitting by the pool reading a book. There isn't a right answer. Your answer tells me something really important. Because before I help you choose a home, I want you to understand the life you're trying to build. When my husband and I moved here, we weren't talking about countertops. We were talking about how we wanted our weekends to feel. Looking back, that conversation mattered so much more than the house. Here's what I want you to remember. Your weekends tell me more about where you should live than your budget ever will. Right now, you're probably thinking, okay, Lisa, I know what I want my weekends to look like. But life isn't just Saturday. Exactly. Let's talk about Tuesday. Your Tuesdays. Vacations last a week. Life happens every Tuesday. Where are you getting coffee? How far is the grocery store? Can you meet friends for dinner without driving across town? How long does it take to get to the airport? Those little moments don't seem important while you're house hunting, but they're the moments that become your life. It's kind of like planning a vacation. You won't book the hotel before deciding which city you're visiting. Buying a home works exactly the same way. Choose the life, then choose the house. Here's what I want you to remember. You're not just buying the weekends, you're buying Tuesdays too. But here's where almost everyone gets stuck. They know the life they want. They just don't know where to find it. One of the questions I hear the most is, Lisa, where's the best place to live? Can I tell you something? I don't think that's the right question. The better question is, which place feels most like you? If you told me you love resort pools, pickleball, new construction, I'd probably start showing you Estero. If you wanted boutique shopping, beautiful beaches, waterfront dining, I'd probably take you to Naples. See what we're doing? We're not choosing towns. We're matching your life to the place that fits it. Here's what I want you to remember. Don't look for the best town. Look for the town that's best for you. Now, there's one more thing nobody thinks about, but it affects your happiness every single month. Your lifestyle budget. Most people ask, how much house can I afford? Can I suggest a different question? How much life do you really want to enjoy? Because if your mortgage is so high that you can't go out to dinner, can't travel, can't enjoy everything that brought you here, did you really win? I'd rather see you buy a slightly smaller home and actually enjoy living here. Here's what I want you to remember. Don't build your life around your mortgage. Build your mortgage around your life. Okay, now you're finally ready. Now go ahead. Open Zillow. But you're opening it differently. You're not searching through thousands of homes anymore. You're only looking where your life already fits. That's a completely different search. And honestly, it's a lot more fun. Here's what I want you to remember. Don't start with Zillow. If you and I were finishing our coffee together, here's what I hope you leave with remembering. Think about your weekends. Think about your weekdays. Find the community that fits your life. Build a budget that lets you enjoy that life. Then open Zillow. Because once you know how you want to live, finding that right house becomes so much easier. If there's one thing I hope you remember after watching this video, it's this. You're not moving to Southwest Florida because you want a different house. You're moving because you're hoping for a different life. More sunsets, more time outside, more moments with people you love. And that's what I want to help you find. Not just a beautiful home, a place where you can wake up from years from now and think, that was the right decision. If you're just getting started, I put together a free Southwest Florida relocation guide that will help you compare communities, understand the buying process, and start planning your move with confidence. You'll find a link in the description below. And if your next question is, okay, Lisa, which community actually fits me? Then watch the next video where I compare Estero, Naples, Bonita Springs, and Fort Myers so you can start narrowing down the area that feels like home. Until then, live where you love and love where you live. And I'll see you in the next one.